I do regret all of it. Oh my goodness. I think I'm having too much fun, guys. Please send help quick. I don't know if you've even noticed this, but there's something that's been missing from my artistic endeavors as of late. I haven't done an art challenge since Drawcember. I don't even know how this travesty has been permitted to occur and for such a long time span, but today I am here to finally rectify this injustice. I am doing another art challenge. Hello guys, and welcome to the first day of Mayhem, the art challenge I created where I pick a specific skill I want to grow in and squish that down and try to speed up that process throughout the month of May. And this time I am focusing on stylizing, specifically stylizing my favorite subject of all time, animals. Instead of doing the daily challenge grind, I am just going to do 4 randomly selected animals, and for each one I'm going to be filling a sketchbook page with different ideas, and then I'm going to do a finished piece with whatever style I decide to do. So today I'm going to be doing the first sketchbook process of the very first animal, a bear. I have pretty mixed feelings about this right now. Part of me is like not at all nervous. Like I'm not super confident, I guess you could say, but I kind of just think it will be fun. I'm gonna start it off kind of basic and just, you know, get the basicness out, I suppose. The problem I've always had with stylizing, because I have done stylizing before. I mean, I've done illustrations, I've done Drawcember, but I feel like it's just like kind of accidental stylizing. Like I just stumble on it, you know? And I'm always afraid to push it a lot because it's scary, it's out of my comfort zone. I don't really know what I'm doing, I don't know what looks good, so I kind of make it a little less realistic, and I want to be able to, like I've said 1,000 times, have a little more freedom when it comes to like what I can do with my art. This guy, he looks so goofy already, actually. This is actually far more stylized than I usually do anyway. Maybe just because I'm not really paying attention, because I'm talking at the same time. Maybe that helps stylize. Maybe I should just talk to myself every time I try to stylizing. I don't know about that. One of the things that makes me less nervous for this is just that I already know like the kind of illustration I'm going to be doing for this first illustration. At least I think. He looks so bumbling. One of the things I've noticed with bears is they have this like, isn't it the grizzly bears that have a big hump on their backs? You'd think I'd know because I live in Canada. And like we have a decent amount of bears up here. And I've seen bears. In fact, once there was literally a bear across the street from where I was walking. And we were walking our dog, my brother and I, and there's just this bear walking down the road, and we live in the city, so it's not like we see bears all of the time, you know. I never had seen a bear that close up before, and I remember thinking the way it was walking was weird, but I thought it was just a dog. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was just a little kid at the time. But then one of our neighbors came up to us and said, you guys need to, like, go inside. There's a bear walking down the neighborhood. And we're like, oh, that's what that is. So yeah, there's my little bear encounter story. That was really interesting. It was just a black bear, so. I mean, they're not particularly known for being dangerous, I guess, but one of the problems with talking while doing this, I think, is just I have to think a little more about the stylizing thing. That's kind of the point, is me being a little more purposeful with it. So maybe I'll have to just stop talking so much. But I'm sure I'll run out of things to say in a little bit and I can focus a little more. Looks like a camel. But one of the things about this challenge, like I said, I'm going to try to do like around 3 different styles if I can, but I'm not going to really push it too much. If I want to explore a certain style a little more, I'm going to let myself do that. Oh, that's a cute face. I'm enjoying this already, so that's good. It's a good start. it has the potential to be a little bit stressful because I'm filming it and stylizing animals. Like I said, when I've done it in the past, I always feel like I don't really know what to do. I think it's also when it comes to illustrations that I almost feel like it needs to be a certain degree of, polish. And so for me, polished means, looking more realistic. Like, it can't be too simple because I don't know what it is about me and simplicity, but I feel like I just can't, Yeah, I think a lot of it's just like overthinking. Because when I doodle, I stylize things a lot. It doesn't necessarily look good because I'm just doodling, but I know I can do it. I know it's somewhere there in me. I just find it fun. I like drawing the feet like this. Did I ever have a problem with this? This is what I'm starting to wonder. It definitely could use work because this foot, I feel like it's too low. I like how bears look. Like, I don't really think of them as being like a goofy kind of looking animal because, they're bears. They're kind of scary. I'm glad I decided to do this challenge. I am. One thing I noticed, some of them, they have this kind of, almost like a heart shape going on. I think I need to stop thinking so much in terms of accuracies. I think I kind of need to, just like when I'm stylizing something, just go for it. And then if something looks too weird, and it's just not working, then I can change it. Then I can figure out, okay, what's making this not look like a bear or whatever. But I think thinking like that early on and trying to get it look exactly like one is just, I'm just going to kind of go back to the whole realism thing. It almost looks like a wolf. I don't know what it is about it exactly. Let's see if we can fix it. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on the sketches anyway. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do you ever have it where you keep on drawing things that are always facing the same way? Like, it's almost harder to draw something facing the other way? I don't know what it is. It just feels wrong. I'm gonna try to just get the most basic shape down. See, this one's a little more outside my comfort zone than the previous two, or 3, I guess, because I'm trying to actually do something a little bit different. The thing is, I don't even really know what to look for exactly. But in the future, maybe what will be helpful is looking at different ways people have stylized, for example, a bear. Because right now, I only have the information that I have, obviously. I follow a lot of realists, and I follow illustrators too, but I don't look at their work to figure out how to stylize things. I just look at their work and go, that's nice. It's not very intentional. So yeah, some of the information translates into my brain for future use, but not as much. I don't know how I think about this so far. Like, it's definitely less goofy looking. I might try inking this one or something, because I feel like the features just don't stand out enough to me. It looks like kind of like a glob of stuff, so I think he is looking more different now, but he's definitely not realistic either, so that's something. I don't think it's as exaggerated as I was going for, and it definitely isn't in the style I was thinking of, but I'm not going to really fight it too much, especially because, this is the first one, and I think in the future, like with looking at different resources for this, that I will have better ammunition in the future, and then I will be able to, push it a little more. Yeah, I'm kind of liking him. Another thing I have to think about too is the difference that coloring makes in it, because just shading this in has made this look so much different than these ones. And same with like any kind of value, any kind of color. So it actually might be helpful if I do kind of color these in, just to help with figuring that out too. I don't know how far I want to take that though. Well, I know the easiest thing to set up. My handy dandy watercolors. Could go for the standard, brown, or yellow. Almost like Winnie the Pooh or something. I could do something very, very simple when it comes to coloring. And I think I am going to stick with simpler things Just really quick, like even for the illustration. The illustration is just, really it's more of a fun thing to reward myself, because with sketching I feel about it basically the same way as I feel about thumbnails a lot of the time. It's just that it feels almost kind of pointless. It isn't, just like I said with thumbnails, but it just feels like that because there's no real clear endpoint to it, I guess. I enjoy them, but not enough to like sit down and do something just for the purpose of sketches. I think I'm just gonna cover him entirely with this wash first and then layer on other colors, because I kind of forgot if I was doing highlights or shadows there, and so now both the highlights and the shadows are the same color. Nothing that can't be fixed. I kind of like how this looks though, like even fading him down to a lighter color. That was entirely accidental, but I'll take it. I like this. I do. I really do. I'm glad I decided to do this. We'll see if I feel the same way by the end of the month. You never know what diet and things might take. Let's keep on going with this sort of fun color route and color him green. I might just kind of leave him with like that. I think I am just gonna kind of keep the top darker. This guy though, I think I'm going to go a little more close to reality. It's just the values. You know, I do really actually like the style of just having this flat wash, and I've never really realized that I actually like doing that because I've never done it. I always feel like, no, I have to add more, I have to add more, but just doing these bears just with one wash before I added anything else, I just realized I actually think that looks really cool. I don't know what to think about that, but that makes me kind of excited. This bear is slowly turning green. Whoops, I guess. He looks so fun. I just love him. I think I'm having too much fun, guys. Please send help quick. I think this bear needs a little more work. I think I'm just gonna kind of line him with ink. See how this goes, because I'm not very precise with this kind of thing, so trying to decide how much I want to line him. It's been a while since I did this kind of lining. Like, since I was in high school. I'm not sure about what I think about this, but I feel like it needs more shading up here now. Darn it. I worked myself into a trap of adding more details. No! Oh no! I do regret all of it. Oh my goodness. There's only 2 courses of action left. Do nothing more and leave it in its very, very interesting state, or wait for it to dry and add like pencil or something to kind of even it out. But, you know, even if it doesn't look great, I mean, at least we got very different styles here. If not in anything else in particular, at least in color application and stuff. Ugh, waiting for it to dry is boring. I think I'm just going to leave it here, guys. And if I decide to add pencil to this guy, I will let you know. Thank you for watching today's video, guys. Let me know down below which you prefer, sketches or finished pieces. I'll see you all in a few days with the final illustration that I decided to do. Bye, for now. That was a very fancy hand flourish.